Welcome to this comprehensive guide on the screen of green, or SCROG method for cannabis growing. Whether you're a home grower looking to maximize your yields, or a seasoned cultivator seeking new techniques, SCROG offers a powerful way to train your plants, boost production, and make the most of your space. In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know about the SCROG method, from the basics to the supplies you'll need, how to set up and maintain your grow, and tips for harvesting dense, resinous buds. Let's get started. First, let's answer the fundamental question. What is SCROG? The screen of green, or SCROG, is a plant training technique used to maximize light exposure and optimize bud development in cannabis plants. The basic idea is to grow your plants horizontally, weaving their branches through a screen or net. This creates an even canopy, so that all bud sites receive equal light and none are overshadowed. By using SCROG, growers can significantly increase yields, improve air circulation, and make their canopy easier to manage in small grow spaces. It's particularly popular for indoor grows, where every inch of light and space counts. Unlike traditional growing, where plants stretch upwards and compete for light, the SCROG method encourages lateral growth. As your plants grow through the screen, you gently tuck the branches under, guiding them horizontally until the entire screen is filled with a green uniform canopy. When you transition to the flowering stage, this approach results in numerous, evenly developed colas instead of a few large ones at the top and small, underdeveloped buds below. The result? Bigger, better quality harvest from the same number of plants. Before you begin, it's important to gather the right tools and materials. Here's what you'll need to set up a successful SCROG grow. First and foremost, you'll need a sturdy screen or netting. This can be made of nylon, plastic, or coated wire mesh, with openings ranging from 2 to 4 inches square, large enough to allow stems and leaves through, but small enough to support them. Next, you'll need a grow tent or a dedicated grow space with adjustable lights, as SCROG relies heavily on even light distribution. You'll also need cannabis plants with a bushy growth habit. Indicas and hybrids tend to work best. Don't forget pots or containers with good drainage, high-quality soil or a hydroponic system, and a reliable source of water and nutrients. Support stakes or frames may also be helpful to keep your screen stable. Lastly, have some basic tools on hand, such as pruning shears, plant ties, and gloves. Now, let's talk about setting up the SCROG. Start by assembling your grow tent or preparing your grow room. Position your lighting system so it can be raised or lowered as needed, ensuring consistent coverage across the entire screen. Place your containers or pots in the growing area, leaving enough space between each plant to allow branches to be trained outward. Install your SCROG screen securely above the pots. The ideal height for the screen is typically 12 to 18 inches above the base of your growing medium. This allows the plants to grow up and reach the screen, but not so far that you lose control of their structure. Make sure your screen is taut, level, and stable, as it will need to support the weight of the growing branches and buds. Once your setup is ready, plant your cannabis seeds or clones. Water them well, and begin your vegetative phase. As your plants grow upward, keep an eye on their progress, preparing to start training as soon as they reach the screen. During the veg phase, the real magic of SCROG begins. As your plant's main stems and branches reach the screen, gently guide them through the nearest opening. Instead of allowing them to keep growing straight up, bend each branch horizontally and tuck it under the screen, encouraging it to grow sideways. This increases the number of bud sites exposed to light and maximizes your eventual yield. You'll want to repeat this process regularly. Every few days, check for new growth poking above the screen, and continue tucking it under, spreading the branches out to fill every available square. If a branch is too stiff to bend, don't force it. Wait another day or two until it's more pliable. Use soft plant ties if necessary to secure stubborn branches in place, but avoid damaging the stems. At this stage, you can also prune away lower leaves and small shoots that won't reach the canopy. This focuses the plant's energy on the top growth, where the best buds will form. Continue veg training until about 70–80% of the screen is filled. Leave room for the plants to stretch during the upcoming flowering stage. As your canopy fills the screen and you're ready to flower, switch your lighting to a 12-hour on, 12-hour off schedule. This transition signals your plants to stop growing new branches and begin developing buds. During the first 2 weeks of flowering, your plants will stretch significantly, sometimes doubling in size. So continue tucking and training branches to keep the canopy even. Once the initial stretch slows down, stop training and allow the branches to grow vertically through the screen. At this point, your SCROG is set. Each branch will develop its own cola, all at the same height, maximizing light exposure and airflow. Keep your lights evenly distributed across the canopy and monitor humidity and temperature closely to prevent mold or pests. Throughout the flowering stage, maintenance is key. Regularly check for overcrowded areas and remove excess fan leaves that block light or airflow. Inspect your plants for pests, diseases, or nutrient deficiencies and address any issues promptly. Keep your watering and feeding schedules consistent and adjust your nutrient mix to suit the flowering stage. More phosphorus and potassium, less nitrogen. If you notice branches drooping or heavy colas bending under their own weight, use soft ties or additional support to prevent breakage. Watch for signs of mold or bud rot, especially in dense canopies. Good airflow and humidity control are essential. If a branch grows too tall, gently bend it or tie it down to keep the canopy level. When your buds are dense, resinous, and the pistils have mostly darkened, it's time to harvest. Begin by removing the screen carefully, cutting branches free if needed. Trim away large fan leaves, then cut the branches into manageable sections for drying. Hang them upside down in a dark, well-ventilated space, maintaining humidity around 50% and temperature near 65 degrees Fahrenheit. After 7 to 14 days, when the stems snap rather than bend, trim the buds and cure them in glass jars for at least 2 weeks. Proper curing enhances flavor, potency, and aroma, giving you the best possible results from your SCROG grow. Not all cannabis strains are equally well suited to the SCROG method. Bushy, branchy strains with strong lateral growth work best. Indica-dominant hybrids like Northern Lights, Blue Dream, or White Widow are ideal. Sativa-dominant strains can be used, but their stretch may require more aggressive training. Auto-flowering strains are possible but less common, as their short vegetative phase leaves little time for screen training. Research your chosen strain's growth habits and select one that will fill your screen without overwhelming your space. Thank you for joining us as we explored the screen of green method for cannabis cultivation. With the right preparation, patience, and care, SCROG can take your home grow to new heights, producing dense, top-quality buds from a compact garden. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your questions in the comments. Happy growing!